everyone, Sticks FPV here. Today I'm going to have a look at the RunCam Owl Plus that was sent over to me by ATs. Explain to you guys a little bit about what's so special about this one, and we'll do also a quick comparison with the camera that we all know and love, the HS1177. So first of all, what's so special about the RunCam Owl? Well, they call it Owl for a reason, because it sees well at night. If you look at this number right here, the 0.0001 lux. What is lux? Well, I'm not going to give you a physics lesson, but for us it has to do with how well this camera is able to pick up objects in low lighting conditions. So that 0.0001 lux means that this thing sees 100 times better than the HS1177 in low light conditions. So for those of us that just can't get enough during the day and we want to go out and fly at night, or you want to go tear up that parking lot, this is the camera to do it with. So here it is, the RunCam Owl. Now what's the first thing you're going to notice? Well, probably the lens. Our HS1177s come with a 2.8mm lens, which they say gives us a 90-degree field of view. This RunCam Owl says 150-degree field of view. Now, some people may not like that. For me, I absolutely love it. I usually take this lens off and I put a 2.1mm lens on there to give me a nice wide field of view. So I absolutely love that it comes with this thing. Before we even get into anything else, we'll see this one's good from 5 to 22 volts. So you could connect this straight up to even a 5S battery with no problems. So with this camera, they gave us a couple different mounting options, which is pretty cool. The main one that most likely most of us will use is this here. You mount that however you like, I suppose, most likely to your bottom plate, and then you can easily change your camera angle with the provided screws here. If you don't like that option, say you want to hang it from your top plate, they give you this piece here. You can see that, and you can hang that from the top plate. If you do end up doing that, they even give us a different back, so you can change it out and get rid of this thing off from the back if you don't like that. Okay. Oh, something worth mentioning. There are two options available for this camera. The RunCam Owl, which is, I guess the base version, and then this is the RunCam Owl Plus. The major difference is that the Plus is infrared blocked. So infrared blocked is going to ultimately give us better color. It's going to make the picture look better because the color is more realistic. Also, the Plus comes with we can get into the OSD on this one, so we can change some settings around if we don't like the default settings, which is something that I always do for my HS1177s. So I'm curious to see what this guy looks like, and I'll show you what the FPV feed looks like. I'll do a comparison with this. Right now it's all bright and sunny outside, so I'll show you what it looks like in the light, and then we'll wait till later and take another look at what it looks like in the dark. So there it is, the RunCam Owl Plus during the day. I'm not sure that it could be any sunnier than it is today. There's not a cloud in the sky. And I've got to say, this is a very good picture. This is with default settings. Take a look at the wide field of view that we have here, and the color looks very good. Let's go ahead and compare that with the HS1177. Now here's the HS1177 with an obviously much narrower field of view. If you take a look at the colors, you'll see how kind of bland everything looks. Kind of a golden brown. Makes it hard to pick out objects. And that, of course, can be changed in the settings. If you want to check out the settings that I use, I have another video on that. Back to the RunCam Owl Plus, something I thought was definitely worth mentioning is how quickly this thing can transition from light to dark and from dark to light. When we compare that to the HS1177, you'll notice that it does well going from light to dark, but from dark to light it takes a second or two to get a clear picture. And if you're like me and you like to fly through the trees, that second or two can be pretty detrimental. Now, before I show you what the nighttime FPV feed looks like, I just want to give you a look at how dark it is outside right now. This is what your GoPro is going to see, which is basically nothing. And when we compare that to the HS1177, it actually does pretty well. This is actually better than my eyes can see in the dark. Now the moment we've been waiting for, the RunCam Owl Plus at night in the dark. And I gotta say, this thing is absolutely amazing. It sees much better than my eyes can see right now. And I absolutely cannot wait to get this thing put in my quad so I can go fly at nighttime. This thing is amazing. Get yours today. ATEEZ.com. Man, I love it. I hope this video was helpful. Please feel free to leave your comments below. Thanks, everyone.